Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let's go to Mumbai for... Oh! Oh, my... Okay. I'm okay. The speed limit's gonna be decreased on bridges. Some colors are always circles. So here's what happened. I'm wearing pajama pants. Because, you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I just got up. And also I wear pajama pants like 90% of the time because I'm in my house 94% of the time. Anyway, so I'm wearing pajama pants and they have this little drawstring thing. And it just kind of dangles from the waistband of the pants down. Except, and this is critical, I have a cat. And the cat saw the drawstring and thought it was a cat toy. And she jumped and she batted. And she made contact with the drawstring, but the thing with drawstrings that you may not have been aware of is that drawstrings are not terribly solid objects. They're just kind of flexible. So when a cat jumps up and makes contact with the drawstring, it actually moves. And the cat continues forward because that's momentum. And then the cat makes contact. We're going to take traffic lights. The cat makes contact with your fucking balls. She fucking... The fucking cat hit me in the fucking balls. This is fine. Here. Let's do all of this. Okay. All right. Well, what have we learned today, children? We've learned to keep your drawstrings tucked into your pajama pants. We've learned that testicles are dangerous and sensitive things. Oh boy. Ahem. There's no space between quote and ad, Sonny. Here you go. Bang, ad quote. Oh, good God. Alright, we gotta get dark blues over to here. You know what we'll do? We'll do this. That'll be fine. We'll run the reds. Actually, you know what? This is fine. This right here, you two can share a little destination thing. Oh, goodness. I didn't know there was a way to change the command for quoting and such. TIL. Alright, you go off that away, so we'll have 3 going to this place. That's probably fine. Here. You do that. You do that. You're a yellow off that away. That's not great, but... you know what? It's gonna be fine. And part of the reason it's gonna be fine is we have this here, meaning we can pull these 2 down this way, like so. Sunflare Space is gonna tell us all about how she got away from a dragon in a D&D one-shot this past Saturday. You are a yellow house. You can come down this way. That's great. Okay, so we have 4 reds going over to this circle. Give me a motorway, thank you. We have 2 yellows swinging up that way. Let's make it a 3rd yellow. 3 yellows go up here. You talked the dragon into unionizing. Who was the dragon's boss? Who is management over a dragon? Is it a bigger dragon? Did you convince a dragon to unionize against a bigger dragon? Oh. Oh, goodness. Coffee Cafe, I don't know much about how other people do things on Twitch because I don't pay attention to how other people do things on Twitch very often. There are like I follow a few dozen channels and I watch them sometimes, but I kind of treat Twitch the way I treat Twitter in that I'm just shouting into the void. And sometimes I worry that I'm being annoying, and then I don't change any of my habits, and I'm like, it's probably fine. So, all of this is probably fine. We need to get light blues up here. The only light blues on the map are these light blues right here. Oh, nauseated. I wonder why that is. Cat. So we're just going to extend this road. This train station isn't going to be needed all the time, so I feel a lot better about this sharing a road than I do, give me a Bridge. I feel a lot better about this sharing a road than I would if this was another business, but it's still not ideal. Then again, it's just straight up not ideal that you only have 4 houses for a circle, but, show me where the other light blues I can pull from are, and I'll start pulling from them. Oh, goodness. It does not surprise Coffee Cafe. It should not surprise anyone to learn that Sunflare Space is clever and smart and creative. Sunny is a good person. Good person who is good at things. Do you know who else is a good person who is good at things? Is Bagoonicorn, who celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Let us send them a shoutout for Bog_unicorn. Go follow Bagoonicorn, a tremendous streamer who, to be fair, never streams anymore. But that's not to say that's always going to be the case. Gross. This light blue right here. Bad light blue. Not a fan of you. What are we going to do about that? Well, first thing we're going to do about that is create a road to it. And in order to create a road to it, we're actually going to take these reds and motorway them as such. So that's going to go over there. That means that these two... Well, let's see. If this yellow goes one further down and then up that way, we can take these light blues as such, send them here. That will allow for these light blues to run that away. Now that means that we only have 2, give me another motorway. Means that we only have 2 houses supporting a circle, which sounds bad. But you can traffic light there. That's gonna be fine, I suppose. You go off like so. The thing I want to do at some point is just have a light blue roundabout right here. That would be awful, but gestures vaguely at everything. All right. You two dark blues, you're less than helpful. Here, you come this way. That'll be fine. You go over there, like so. You two, I'm gonna motorway over here to supplement? Gross. I think I have to do that, but I don't like doing that. Also, it turns out that when I say supplement, I mean primary, because those two are closer than these two, which is also additionally gross. So much gross nonsense going on here. Ow. So this red comes here, this goes over there. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, give me a bridge. Give me a bridge. Hey, I've said give me a bridge. So, when I haven't been getting thwacked in the balls by my cat, one thing I have been doing over the past few days is rewatching a very old YouTube thing, and that is a Very Potter musical. And hopefully, you being people on the internet know what I mean, but the long and the short of it is, in like 2008, some students at the University of Michigan did a musical spoofing Harry Potter, which was a thing you did in 2008 that you would not do nowadays. Now, granted, these people also did things in 2008 that you should have done in 2008, but, you know, it was college or whatever. My point is, well, first of all, my point is we're going to need to reallocate these yellows. You go over this way, boop and boop, and boopy boopy boop. Swing down like so. The four of you go into here, over to this yellow place, and these, we're just going to cut them through here right now. If this wants to be yellow, that would be tremendous, because I'm still totally fine with sharing a color. Basically having a road take care of a train station and a business, I'm fine with that. Not so much fine with the big long thing here, and oh my god, the bridge slowdown. I forgot that the bridge slowdown is a thing. Ooh, look at that bridge slowdown. That's less great. Here, give me a motorway. I'm not turning down a motorway for a roundabout. That would be silly of me. Given that, do I care enough to restructure anything? Oh, good God. All right, well, here. I was thinking I might draw this anyway. You go in like that. This is 2 houses and a bridge? That's not going to be enough. It's nowhere near enough support. Oh, hey. Up over here, we've got 4 more light blues. You know what? I think you two don't need to do anything right now. And we can restructure at least a little bit of this garbage nonsense. You 4 can come over here, slide down there, boop yourselves off like so. You can go into there, but if you prefer, you can also come out this way and we'll have a traffic light right there, and you go here. Doot, 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 and doot. Sunny passed the exam she was taking on Wednesday, even though she studied for the wrong thing, which, oof, that sucks. I had to sneeze. But hey, now you don't have to study for that other thing, right? That's how this works. That's not actually how this works. You'll still have to study again, but it'll be fresh, sort of, kind of. All right, you over here are a red business. That's annoying. You know what? I don't think we need I don't think we need these 3 houses to be solely dedicated to the pursuit of this train station. What if we have them be doubly dedicated to the pursuit of both of these train stations? Haha. So these 3 houses right in the middle here, give me a roundabout. These 3 houses right in the middle here are gonna go train station and train station, and that's probably actually gonna be fine. Sort of. We'll see. You greens come down over here. This is gonna be a fine road, even though it's a little annoying with the low speed on the bridge times, but it's okay. And it is true, you passed without even studying, given that you studied for something else. So that's good. This train station here is starting to fall a little bit behind, but I think basically speaking, it's okay. So these kids at the University of Michigan make themselves a musical, and it's a very good college musical. And then they put it on YouTube, which wasn't really a thing people did in 2009. The lore is that they were too lazy to burn DVDs for the cast, and then they were like, "Hey, we'll put it on YouTube and send people the link." I don't know how true that is, but I'm not in the business of digging deep into fun-sounding origin stories of things I like. So let's go with that. So they put it on YouTube because they were too lazy to burn DVDs, and were just like, "Yeah, we'll put it on this video site and tell people it's there." And then like 1 million people watched it, which in theory is a thing that can happen to anyone on YouTube at any time, but in practice was a thing that only randomly happened in 2009. But like 1 million fucking people watched the Harry Potter parody musical, and it launched an entire freaking mostly professional theater troupe. Because now those people, well, a lot of those same people and some new people, because, 15 years has gone by, they still make parody musicals and other things, and it's fun. And the reason I bring this up is because Bagoonicorn got me into them in the first place. So it's Bagoonicorn's fault that I'm watching a fan remastered version of a 15-year-old college musical when I'm not busy doing other stuff. Is Vimeo still a thing? I suppose Vimeo is still a thing. There are video sites other than YouTube. Hulkamat sent me a video on, oh god, what was the name of the site he used? What was this? I have to scroll up. It was on Bilibili. Hulkamat sent me a video on Bilibili this past weekend. Not like a video about Bilibili, just like a video on the website bilibili.com. It was a wrestling match. It was good. You are a yellow road. You're going to come down over here. We're not going to kill that tree because we don't have to. Actually, I think, and don't hold me to this, but I think the 3 yellow houses here that don't have to go over a bridge are gonna do better than the 5 that do. Because this bridge speed limit is no fucking joke. Like, look at how much ground is being covered. Give me another motorway. Look at how much ground is being covered just by cars getting down this road compared to the ground being covered by cars getting over this bridge. Like, no freaking wonder it's taking so long to get to this yellow business. These yellows go over that away. They're going to be fine. This dark blue is still okay. This dark blue is still hanging in there. Well, I only have the 1 bridge. I was thinking I could, loop these darks around and get them down here. I should always attach color without just using the adjective that way. I could loop these dark blues around here, get them down that way, but no, not worth it. If I ever need road tiles, I could probably kill these and just live with the 5 of these on the motorway, actually, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Oh, back in the day when people were doing, Let's Plays before YouTube got rid of the 10-minute upload limit, that was the real thing that made people okay, let's do something, let's all go to YouTube. Let's take a third bridge. Coffee Cafe has argued rather persuasively that we should essentially dedicate a special road just to the maintenance of this light blue train station, because I have a couple of spare light blues up here and it's getting a little backed up, and that all makes sense and tracks. I understand that. You know what? Oh. Well, I was gonna say, we've got these dark blues here, we've got this, we can just send this like that, but now we don't have any of that, so here. So this is a business. This is going to take care of most of this, but not all of it. You are still 5 going into here. If we do that, these two can take care of that, and then you can be like supplemented. Can I sneak a roundabout in anywhere near this train track? No, I can't sneak a roundabout anywhere near these train tracks, which does make sense. We can do that, though. I can do that, though, which, with some creative road placement, will essentially allow me to do the thing I want to do. Because the thing I want to do is hook... Yeah, I want to get these dark blues down here. Now, unfortunately, these houses are still touching that roundabout, which means all of these can go here and all of these can go here, and I might have just killed everything. But maybe I haven't. Have you considered that possibility? Maybe just I haven't. Do I have any spare? No, I don't really have any wiggle room at the end of the map. It's kind of a problem. You know what I do have is 2 motorways. I think it's time to get creative with the usage of these motorways. And by creative, I mean problem solving. Like, here's a problem. Here's a solvey. By deploying that problem solvey, we can swing up all of these dark blues over here and make sure that we have like 9 houses going this way. Additionally, here, as soon as I constructed that, I was like, here's a problem. But here's a solvey. We take these 3 dark blues and we just kind of like so. Motorway number 4, right there. You're gonna be fine. That leaves some free motorways or free trouble spaces right here, which, okay. I don't think this yellow business needs to share a road with this yellow business anymore. I think these yellow houses can come in here. Just need to figure out the best way. Oh, I think I have just figured out the best way to get all of those yellows. No, if you come in that way, that's going to be a bad turn. I need you all, actually, boop, 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 to come in like this, like you have been. Okay. So you come here, we traffic light right there. That gets yellows onto this road, which then, oh, wait. This road does need to exist like this in order to get reds over here, but I don't care about getting reds over here. I have another way of getting reds over here. It's these houses and a bridge. Okay. So you go over there.
That's going to be fine. That means that this road wants to hook more visually appeasingly. There you go. You want to do that way. Okay. We'll point these reds over here, as the 4 of them are now exclusively dedicated to the service of this train station. That's going to be fine. Next, we need all the yellows in the world to come over here. You know what? That's going to be just fine. We're going to stick the roundabout that we had previously intended to stick up there. We're going to instead stick it over here. We're going to have a spur that goes east into that train station. We're going to have a spur that goes south into this square. We're going to have a spur that goes southeast into this yellow business. Additionally, we're going to have a northwest spur for you, and a due west spur for you, and we're going to bulldoze this tree. Sorry, tree. And we're going to take all of you, and you're going to swing in like so. And this is fine. This is completely and totally fine. Why would you ever suggest that this could be a problem? I have no idea. Next, we're going to go here. We're going to go, oh, the game won't let me bridge over the railway bridge. Sadness. Fine. We'll bridge next to the railway bridge. You come down here and we have 5 into this, making it the most supported train station in the history of the world. Okay. This all sort of makes sense. Are these 2 yellow businesses gonna be okay? I think those 2 yellow businesses are gonna be okay. This green guy, maybe not so much. If we get another motorway, it's going to be totally fine. If we don't, we're in trouble. But we did, so we're fine. You come over here. Motorway number 5 comes all the way down here. Okay. This is okay. These 2 greens, if I get a 3rd green right here, I will, in fact, reorganize this motorway. But with these 2, I kind of assume that's better. Here, you go that way, join that road. That's going to be all right. You 2 might as well hook yourselves into this motorway. Keep that circle happy. Hey, green guy, are you catching up? You appear to be catching up. Good. Good. All right. So these dark blues go over that way. I could repositionate motorway number 2. Actually, you know what? I probably should. Because instead of going hook around and down to make the long road, why don't you just hook down and around to make the short road? That's more sensical smartly, right? Sure, let's go with that. You point out that way. You go off here, you go off there, you go off here. How's this roundabout treating everybody? Poorly. Poorly. The presence of the train and the roundabout is creating backup times. That's not great, actually. Let's pretend that it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's totally fine. Ow. Scratchy head. Okay. So what have we learned today? We've learned that you shouldn't wear drawstring pajama pants near a rambunctious cat, which doesn't sound like a lesson a person should have to learn in their life, but here we are. Sunflare Space has redeemed a treat for Nora because, well, sure. Hopefully it's been long enough since she did that she won't associate one behavior with one reward. Hi. Oh. Alright, that dark blue circle's getting a little angry, but it's got 1,000 people supporting it, so it'll be fine. Hi. You want this? Take it.
take it. Good kitty. Oh, there's a kitty.
All right, you can have it. I will take a third bridge because bridges are still important, even if they make things slow. Can I hook around down here? No, I cannot hook around down here. The cops are out and they're angry. They're cracking down on easily busted crime. Jerks. You two dark blues can join this road, support that train station. You are a neat little yellow business. We can get away with chopping you two away from here. Maybe just you. Can we get away with you being a solo business house? I don't think we can get away with this being a solo house business, but maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, for the moment. Looks like we're A-okay with just one house for this business. It is very close after all. This circle is not a solo house business. This is at least a 4-house business. But it's okay. I think this dark blue circle just looks angry because it takes a while for cars to get there. Like, by the time once a dot forms, right, somebody's got to pop out of this house, go a little bit down the road, and then take a fairly lengthy motorway trip. Give me 2 more traffic lights just in case. Take a fairly lengthy motorway trip, and then get into the business. And by the time you've gotten there, there's like 2 or 3 or 6 more dots. So it's not actually a poorly performing business. It's just a difficult model. Okay, that's fine. You've got all the support in the world. We've got backups on backups on backups. So I'm not at all actually worried about the long-term sustainability of this. What am I worried about right now? What looks bad? This. Not a fan of this. If I had a roundabout, or not a roundabout, but a motorway. If I had a motorway, I could motorway these light blues into here and then separate all of this. Just yellow and yellow. Interesting. The other yellow business got a 4th house, can probably give a second to the one with 1. Let's take a roundabout and confirm, hey, this did get... No, this has been like this. There have been 5 here. I made the decision to, keep 4 going this way, I think. I don't think that's new. This is looking a little dicey. Can I... Well, I can sort of kind of swing you that way. Yeah, light blues are having an angry moment, which isn't great. I think every light blue is basically gonna be fine, hopefully. This parking lot might be a problem. Also, this business might just not be as well supported as I thought it was. All of the light blues are angry, and I don't have a ton of ways to save and support them, so they just have to kind of fight through it. Like troopers. Come on, light blue. Nope. Okay. Alright, fine. We failed and died. 3,445 commuters over 116 days. That's nice. Hey, top 4% in the world. We take those. I beat Fishingworth. Hooray. And Samurai Sam did not put up a score, which means, by default, you drop those GGs in the chat. Victory for the underscore Goog, and now we return to Wordle. Let us Wordle. Alright. It would be great for us to Wordle. We can zoom in a bit, make this bigger and nicer to look at. Alright. So we've learned a thing. It can't be React. It can't be Poirot. It could be first Hear ye, hear ye. Let the record show that, well, if you're not first, you might as well be the worst. Hey, it's worst. We solved the Wordle in 3. Hooray! Now, over the weekend, in addition to rewatching a 15-year-old college musical, I have also been convinced to try out another game by the New York Times. And that is Connections. So for those who have never seen it before, because, things don't exist outside of twitch.tv/the_Goog, there are 16 words here. These 16 words right here. And you need to make 4 groups of 4 based on a common theme. And it's all, what do these words have in common? But you have to make 4 groups of 4. So you have to be very careful. So the first thing I see here is baguette, lettuce, loaf, and bun. These are all ways that you can have like a sandwich, right? You can have a burger, you can have a sandwich or a burger on a baguette or on a loaf or on a bun, or you can have it wrapped in lettuce. Or perhaps you should get rid of lettuce and just say roll, Goog. These are types of bread: baguette, roll, loaf, and bun. There you go. A unit of bread. There. And now we have to make 3 groups of 4. So, secure, lock, clinch, and guarantee. Those are all... I think that's right. But just to be safe, I'm going to go with another thing I see, which is nick, chip, mark, and scratch are all tiny little defects. Tiny little damages, a small imperfection. There you go. All right, now. These 8 words form 2 groups of 4. So if we go secure, lock, guarantee, and clinch, I have no idea what those other 4 are supposed to be, but assure as a win. Okay, all right. And what's this one? The New York Times? Head of blank. Okay. All right. Head of hair, head of lettuce, head of state, head of steam. Sure. That makes sense. So this is Connections. True and actual honest to God fact, the very first time I played it, I got 4 in a row and Sports Pun was like, holy shit! And then this is the first time since then that I've gotten 4 in a row. So I feel better. Yeah, ahead of steam is like if you have momentum. If you're running really fast and you're charging toward a wall, you're building up ahead of steam to plow right through it. That's a thing. It's absolutely a thing. English is a weird language. But we've knocked out a Connections, which means we still have time for the Immaculate Grid. This is yesterday's Immaculate Grid. It is teams only. We need Nationals and Rockies and Orioles and Guardians and Padres and Royals. Good God. Oh, good God. All right. Pedro is nowhere to be found, but we can have Bartolo Colon, one of our favorite dudes. He can go there. Kansas City means the Zach Greinke button is possible, but neither of these teams had him, so sadness. Let's see here. Oh, good God. Oh, this is gonna go poorly for me. A Rocky who was also a Royal. I think Nafi Perez. I know Nafi Perez was a Rocky. I think he was a Royal. He's definitely a very Royals dude. Yeah, Nafi Perez was a very Royals player, by which I mean he was a shitty slap-hitting middle infield utility type who got like 300 plate appearances a season and deserved like 74. Okay, next we need Woosh. We need You Know Me. One thing I can tell you is that I have no idea anyone who's ever played for the Colorado Rockies except Jason Giambi. Had himself a nice little second career as a mercenary pinch hitter for hire. Played for the Rockies and the Guardians. We need Woosh. Sam, what do you mean we need Woosh? Did something just fly over my head? I'm looking at that Orioles row. I said we need Woosh. I'll take your word for it. I don't remember that, but you know. I'm sure it's fine. It was funny in the moment. Now, has anyone ever played for the San Diego Padres? When you really think about it, can you prove it? I don't think we can prove that anyone has ever played for the San Diego Padres. Ryan Klesko played for the San Diego Padres. Did he play for the Nationals? No, I don't think so. Nick Johnson played for the Nationals. Did he play for the Padres? Fuck no. Brett Saberhagen played for the Paul Bird. Paul Bird was a Royal, wasn't he? I feel like I've made this mistake before. No, Paul Bird never played for the Orioles. He played for the Red Sox against the Orioles, but he did not play for the Orioles. Paul Bird does not fit the category, which is a problem, because did Tomo-Oka play for the Royals? I feel like Tomo-Oka played for the Royals. That's a pull. It's not a good pull. It's an incorrect pull. It's a faultily remembered pull. But the very name Tomo-Oka is a pull. Unfortunately, you don't get credit for just remembering that Tomo-Oka existed. All right. God. I think Paul Ossenmacher pitched for the Orioles, didn't he? Nope. Absolutely did not. Probably got a little bit too fancy there when I could have just said Albert Bell. Probably should have just said Albert Bell. Roberto Alomar would have fit that square. I use Roberto Alomar all the goddamn time. Oh well. Yeah, it is basically fuck it mode. For instance, let's name some Padres. Tony Gwynn never played for anybody else. Ricky Henderson was never any... Was Ricky Henderson an Expo? Yeah, sure, that sounds right. Ricky Henderson was totally an Expo. He was totally not an Expo. But, you know. He was, he probably attended an Expo in his life. They might have a signing event at an Expo. That sounds like the kind of thing that would exist. No? Alright, fine. Very tall left-handed pitcher Mark Hendrickson. Did he actually pitch for the Royals? Nope. Nope, didn't. Which I did bad. Okay? Look, connections. Connections was good. We did the connections good. That's the one that matters, right? That's the one that we're going to pretend matters, right? Okay. Listen, it was a tough set of teams. And also, I'm bad at that game, but mostly it was a tough set of teams. Blame the teams. That's right. Thank y'all so much for watching today's edition of Good Morning Mini Motorways. I anticipate that I will be back tomorrow for another episode. Until then, thank y'all so much for being here, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.